So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a demographer. I'm very interested in population aging, and I'm aware of fact that the process of population aging has the so-called different characteristics. It means we could speak also about the so-called double aging. It means the special characteristic of the process related to fact that the older subpopulation of the elderly, the quicker, the faster pace of increase in number. And of course, we are aware of the fact that such changes have side effects affecting on other dimensions of social life. I try to estimate number of the people with dementia in the future in Poland, and I try to use data from the very big research which were conducted in Poland, the so-called Senior 2. 2 times in our history, it means at the end of the first decade of the 21st century, and 10 years later, we conducted a real, very big research in Poland, which shows many independent samples of the elderly in 5 years, in 5-year age groups. It means we have independent samples for each of the groups. So we have we have very good information. The research team was very big. It was over 200 researchers. So the final report from the research is a huge book with more than 1,000 pages, and it's very rich in information. At the same time, you could find very detailed information about specific behaviors and specific prevalence of some, for example, illnesses in such population and subpopulations. I was responsible for professional career, economic activity, research, but nevertheless, I'm also interested in using data collected during the research to underline different consequences of population aging in the future. So we have exact information about dementia in Poland. We used in our research the so-called mini mental state examination. It means an international tool used to estimate the level of cognitive skills. The tool consists of 30 questions, 30 tasks to check, for example, if the process of remembering is good, if a person has a good time orientation, and so on. We checked, for example, skills to repeat some information, and on the basis of such of the tool, we could estimate prevalence not only of dementia in general, but also we could divide the people with dementia into different different levels of the illness. So, according to our research, you could here receive information about prevalence of dementia in the 5 years age groups, and also it's information about the seriousness of the problem. I used the information collected in the Senior to estimate the changes in number of people with dementia, not only with dementia in general, but also in a different level of the problem, because you know, it's completely different problems from perspective of carers, informal or formal carers. If you have contact with people with light problems and with the very serious problems. So it's a, I think, practical issue. It's very practical research. So I don't like to discuss such results because, you know, look just only on the information, about total information. So according to the prevalence rate in 2019, we have in general almost 1.5 million of people with dementia in Poland. Please remember, we have just 38 million inhabitants, so we are a relatively big nation. So 1.5 million means that it's 4% of the population, but nevertheless, look at the increasing number of such numbers. And of course, I think that making estimations just for the next 10, 15 years is a good. But you know, if we are speaking about the more distant future, you know, using such prevalence rates, which are assuming that it's stable, permanent, is not good solution due to many different factors which could affect the future. But nevertheless, look at the number. In the future, we could expect almost 2 million people which will be affected with dementia. And of course, especially important is information that the biggest increase will be observed with the most problematic group. It means people with serious dementia problem. So, look at the numbers. Only due to the double aging, we should expect that the number of people with the serious problem, with the more advanced dementia, will increase by 2/3 in the only 15 years. Of course, it's a long-term result of baby boom observed in the post-war period. And of course, it has, important practical consequences because we are aware of the problem related to the increase in numbers, but at the same time, to be honest, we have no good solutions. Our institutional network, our institutions which are designed to help older people are not tailored to specific problems of people with dementia. We have good solutions for people with light problems. We have relatively good solution for people who are bedridden. You know, it's not problematic. But what about other categories of people with dementia? It's a real problem, and we in Poland, and not only in Poland, because I think that the process, as Eva said in the keynote lecture, that the problem is observed in all European countries. We have just only few years to prepare for such huge increase in number of people with dementia. Thank you very much.